it's Dina, Warthog Princess. Welcome back. Today's video is what's in my bag for the Vera Bradley on the go crossbody in Denim Navy. So what I have in this bag so far is just the potential pouches and items I may be moving into. Starting with the outside, we have a butterfly charm. It's a bag charm. It has rose gold fittings, but that's okay. And then I just use that as a chapstick holder, so probably gonna need that. Plus it matches really nice with the denim. On the other side, I have a Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer holder. It's just a silicone ribbon wrap thing. It does have a little handle on it, whatever. Don't need that much really, but it clips on, and that is Japanese cherry blossom. And then in the outside, I also have a clamshell reader's case in the sunflower pattern. This is also Vera Bradley, and I have not used this yet, but I will be putting my sunglasses in the bag, so I decided on that case because again, it matches the denim, but it gives a pop of color. So, what else is in my bag? Yeah, you know me, I always have lots of options to choose from. Other eyeglass case option, I grabbed this, I think this is Midnight Wildflowers. It's a factory style, soft-sided case. It has that squeeze to open top. This would work. It doesn't fit as well in that end place, which I think is actually a perfect external storage, but it goes kind of nicely with the denim. So I grabbed it as a possibility, although I think I've decided on the sunflowers. I grabbed a New Hope Girls pouch. This one is a nice rectangular shape. It's not a true rectangle, it's more of a trapezoid, but it's a canvas style bag. It has a navy blue background with the pink tropical floral flowers with the botanicals behind it. It's a very nice little pouch actually. And let's see if I can tell you what this pattern is called, maybe. I don't remember. And I cannot tell you, it just talks about the artisan. Anyways, so the Vera Bradley New Hope Girls, it's a very nice collaboration. But I thought with the denim and the navy, maybe. So it's a possibility as a miscellaneous pouch inside this bag. So I'll set that aside for now. I also grabbed this 2-pouch set, and I probably don't need 2 pouches, but it is an option. And it does also come with a longer crossbody shoulder strap option. So if I wanted to use it as like a grab and go wallet type pouch, I could. These are like, they feel like a Midtown material, honestly. These are kind of like Midtown pouches. But these are from Sack Roots, and they clip apart, so you don't need to take the handle with them, or you could use it on either bag. And then this one has embroidery with the giraffes on it. Super cute, the little heart in the middle, but very colorful. And again, I just thought, well, if I was gonna go colorful, it could end up, and I do love pouches. So maybe, but not probably. I also grabbed this pouch. I'm gonna look and see if I can see the color. Black peppery. It kind of looks like a dark heather gray, honestly, but this is the Kipling Creativity Extra Large pouch. It has a removable wristlet strap, and inside it has 2 main compartments, all in the same zipper section. And then in between that you have 2 slips, and in the very middle you have a separate zipper section. So again, another grab and go option. I think this will hold quite a lot actually when you use all the different pouches. But for the moment, I'm just gonna say maybe, because it is a little bit large for this bag if I had it all filled up. So we'll see, but it's a potential. Now this has, even though it's a large, it's almost as big as half the bag, but I had to pull it out because it matches. Hi, Kelly. Your nose is cold and wet, huh? Oh, yeah, good girl. Okay, get off. Okay, yeah, she just had to say hi. So this is from Lavender Meadow, but it is the Denim Navy. It is a cosmetic pouch, a medium cosmetic, and inside you have the plastic lining with the ladybugs, and it is a nice denim. They called it Iconic, which was, again, a look back to the older style, the regular old school style cosmetics. And it does have the tag on it, just like this one. So it's definitely in the same vein, but they are actually two different patterns. This one on its own, and this was Lavender Meadow with the embroidery. So maybe, but it's quite large. So again, we'll see. But this is perfect. This is the Travel Takes Mini Dome Cosmetic. So this one has the same interior as the bag. So let me take the stuff out. I have a tag on here. I'm gonna have to take that off. But the Travel Takes collection had some just little bits and bobs, kind of like this is one, for example. And again, it's the same denim. It has the same tag. It's a iconic style of cosmetic, but it's mini dome cosmetic. So it's a great little pouch. This could be a tech pouch, a miscellaneous catch-all pouch. It actually holds quite a lot. And if you look at the size relative to the bag, it's actually perfect. So that's a definite yes. I also grabbed the wallet that matches. So this is the Accordion Wristlet. It is RFID. Inside you have kind of a mirror image. You have two big cash drawer slots. In front of those on each side you have 4 card slots. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 more here. Then on this side, which is the back, you have a slip on the outside. You have a coin slot. You have another middle section. And then you have a slip there and then a clear ID window on that side. So several segments or compartments within that, and it will hold quite a lot. It does not have an external coin section, so the zipper inside is where you would put your coins. But it is a wristlet, has a removable wristlet strap, but there you go, perfect match. So that is a yes, because you need a wallet. I also grabbed multiple, because we shall see, but I had several denim zip ID options or varieties of zip IDs. So starting with this one, this is the old Jenn zip ID. Again, it's the same pattern release as the bag and the wallet and the mini Travel Takes thing. So there you go. But the Jenn zip ID had a snap on the front part and then a separate zip ID that was a regular zip. Excuse me, I have the hiccups again. Oops, gotta take this tag off. So it had a zip ID and then like a second pouch with a snap flap. So really cool. It is because it's double. It's like a double zip ID. Except the actual double zip ID, which is a new style, is a little bit larger. But so it's a regular zip ID plus a second pouch on it. So there you go. There's that. That is pretty likely. I mean, I did just take the tags off. I have a Deluxe zip ID, and this one is in denim. It's actually the same fabric, and it is Denim Navy, but you'll notice the stitching on it is the large squares, not the micro quilting. So that is different, but it is the same material, the same color, so that's interesting. But this maybe could go in there too. It has the double clear side there. Inside you have 2 card slots, snap closure, and then the other part is essentially a regular zip ID, but the clear ID is just that flap that snaps out. So I'm gonna leave the tag on it for now until I decide if we're gonna use it. Pretty likely though. And then I have a regular zip ID, but this one again is that Lavender Meadow. Same denim fabric in the same color, same stitching, same everything, but the interior pattern is the ladybugs and it has the embroidery on it. Somebody's banging around outside and Kelly's getting, neighbors, roar. So anyways, I need cards and I need some stuff, so I'm gonna take at least probably 2 or 3 of these. And also I have this piece. Now I sadly don't remember what it's called. So here it is, but this is an old Vera Bradley style. It is denim, but it's not the same dark denim. It's like a regular classic Levi denim. It has stitching in diamonds, a little bit more like the typical Vera diamonds. It has a zipper pouch, which I thought could be used for coins. It would be great for that. It doesn't have any card slots or anything, but it does have this lovely paisley sort of interior with some neutral colors. It has the blues and browns and like tan and gray in there. So it is a much older style. The ribbon zipper pull actually is sewn on just denim tabs. And the zipper works fine, but the end is just a little bit you have to hold on to it. And then it's kind of like the Jenn Zip ID where it has a snap flap on the front. It's not the same size. So if you look at them side by side, they're comparable, but the Jenn Zip, the pocket goes all the way across. On the other denim pouch, it doesn't. And just look at the size overall. It's slightly different, but they are basically the same thickness. They both have clips. This one is horizontal. This one is vertically mounted. Obviously, this is my preference, but I thought this, if I used it as the coin purse, maybe, and I could put receipts or other like happy cards in there, or I don't know what I'm going to do. Or maybe this will be my grab and go wallet because I don't really need a proper zip ID. So those are the 4 options for that. The other thing it could be used as is like the tech pouch instead because it is padded. So I got that, and then of course I have the matching Denim Navy lanyard. So whichever zip ID I use, I'll probably tag that on it and use that as my grab and go. Okay, so those are the options. These are the yeses, these are the maybes. What are we moving out of? Well, I'm still in the Samba XL, which has been a great bag, and I will definitely keep it in the collection, but I have it kind of full. So you can see it's pretty full. It looks fuller because the wallet's on the front and it takes up that whole front part. On the outside, I have my Kipling, I don't remember if it's like the mini sole or something, but in the front pocket, I have my AirPods, and in the back pocket, I had a lens cloth for sunglasses, screens, whatever, and then a couple of antimicrobial wipes, a wet ones and a Germex. Just always have a little stuff like that. And that is all I have on the outside. In this front phone pocket, I have, of course, my phone. In the front zipper pocket, I had my Splits XL, which is the matching wallet. It's very full. I'll do the wallet transition later. So I'll leave that up there. Also in this front pocket, there are a few things. There is a pen holder down there I didn't use. There's card holders, which I have stuff in. And then on the opposite side, there's a clear ID and a zip. And the zipper had nothing in it, just making sure before I put this away. The clear ID, this is not my license, but it is a license. It's from training. I've got a friend's business card. I've got my ambassador cards. I've got my business cards, my social media card. And I've got, one left of the Feel Good cards from Lug. And then it has a cash drawer which has nothing in it. So that clears out that front pocket. And you can see just by taking that out that it drops that down to like a more normal size stuff on the front. On the back pocket is a zipper. In here I have my Erin Condren Petite Planner, which is the calendar I've been running around with. I don't know if I'm going to carry it still in my bag, but for the moment it was in there. And also in here there was a pen in the pen holder, so I grabbed that space pen out of there. And then in the main compartments, okay, zipper, my grab and go. This is what I take. I swear, I've just been going back and forth to the park every day. So I go to the dog park for an hour or 2 in the morning with Kelly, and she runs around, and she just perked up because she knows those words. I know, we're not going though. And then I go back in the afternoon for 3 hours of pickleball, or plus or minus, so yeah. But this is all I take. I just throw it in my gym bag. I've got my chapstick or EOS lip balm. I've got my truck key, and I've got a zip ID that has my license, my military ID for retiree, and then some dollars and a credit card and a bank card, just in case I need them. So that is for sure getting transitioned over to the other zip ID and lanyard. I've got a manicure kit. This one is in Holland Garden, this Vera Bradley. It just has basic stuff. I also threw in a little lighter in case you need to like burn loose threads, or sometimes you randomly need a lighter. I rarely do, but occasionally. And then inside it just has sort of min essentials. You get a hangnail, you get something. You gotta take care of it before it gets worse, right? I'm not all foo-foo nails or anything. I just don't like having them catch on everything. I have a Metro XL in the same butterfly gray pattern. In here, I had gum and mints, very thin profile. I had some Listerine breath strips in 3 different flavors. And I actually have a couple of batteries in here because I meant to go and buy the new ones to replace them, and they're an odd size and I forgot about it. So they were just in my pocket. So I threw them in a pouch. Okay, so that is empty. Those were in the 2 slip pockets here, the cargo pockets. On the bungee, I have hooked my Tokidoki silicone coin purse. That is coming out. I've already taken the coins out. I have my bobsled, which had my prescription sunglasses from the VA. They're purple, they're lovely. And these are going straight into the sunglass case on here. Again, that's the sunflowers. Nice, ta-da, very protective case, and it fits perfectly right in that side pocket. Then I have a small runway envelope. There's another name for the new ones, but basically this was the same thing, and that has my catch-all. We'll get to that in a sec. I have a mini choo-choo. This was my tech case, so I had my external battery, which I have not needed at all. On the daily, I don't. I really should take it out and just take it for traveling. But I also had my magnetic thumb ring / stand. Again, really didn't need that at all for anything, so maybe I'll take that out. And I had also my utility card. This is just a little card that has saw blades and screwdriver and different functions on a like little steel thing. So I shall keep that in here, except I'm gonna turn it around so that sharp part is not sharp, but it's saw blade, so it's pokey. I'm gonna put that on the inside, so the edge coming out is not gonna poke me. Anyway, okay, what's this? A campground info from a friend, put that over there. And then the last part is the Clearview pocket. And in there I had my shopping tag bag charm, which guess what, is Denim Navy, perfect. And then I had my actual house keys and my medic alert ID. So that's just the keys I don't need every day, but do need to kind of have if I take my purse anywhere. And that empties this bag out completely. So you can see when it's empty, it folds down nicely, right on down. And right now it has the long strap. This bag does come with a short strap as well. So I'll put that back in and put it away after. So this is the stuff we need to move into here. It's not a really big bag. It's a medium to large handbag for sure. It does have quite a big base on it, so it will hold all of these items no problem. Of course, this is out. So what needs to go in here? We have tour of the bag. We have a zipper pocket up front. It is the old rough metal zippers. Okay, the denim is kind of stiff, so it does one-handed open and close, which is nice. It is a little bit scratchy when you put your hand in, but that's okay. So I just want to think about that I don't want to put a lot of things in that pocket that I need quickly or often, because I don't want to put my hand in and out. It has 2 slip pockets that have the denim as the trim, and then it has a privacy pocket on the back. So right away, I think, since I don't need the keys often, but I do need the shopping tags, I'm going to put that in the zipper pocket. I think in one of the pockets, do I really need to take the whole, maybe I don't need the whole case because I really don't. No, because I have a nail file in the car. So I'm just going to take that out and put it in the basket. Okay, so phone. The phone actually fits in the end pocket very nicely. So I'm going to keep the phone and the sunglasses in the end pockets. Ooh, tickle. Okay. The wallet has to go in, of course, and I'll do the switch over later, like I said, but I can just put that in. It does fit standing up, so maybe I'll leave it standing up and just leave that as an easy grab. In the small pouch, this mini travel takes mini dome might be the main catch everything pouch. So let's see here. What do we got? We've got a bunch of stuff we really don't need very much. Okay. Well, this stuff is on the chair and it's going to fall off. Okay, but we have lotion, sunscreen. I have sunscreen in my pickleball bag, multiple kinds, spray and lotion. So I think I'm going to take that out, put that in the basket. But I'm going to keep the lotion. I always carry around these glucose tabs. I really have never needed them, so I think I'm going to take those out for now. Just, never know. Someone might need them, have a diabetic emergency or low glucose. Wet ones, yeah, for sure. I have the sanitizer on the outside, but it's always good to have a couple extras. Dental floss, toothpicks, some Tums, gum and mints. Yeah, I think these things maybe can all go in here. I've got some headache meds just in case. Okay. Put all these things in here. The lotion will fit, but the gum and mints won't if I put the lotion in. So gum and mints can go in a slip pocket, and breath strips can go with them. And that takes care of that. Lotion. Now it can fit in here again. Let's see. Should I put it in there though? Yes, I will put it in there. Oh, and 2 hair ties can also go in there. And that does make it kind of full just because of the shape of the lotion, but it's still a small, compact, catch everything. So far I have gum and mints in a slip. I've got my wallet and my mini travel takes case there. I need to put, I think I'll just put my pen and my AirPods in the zipper pocket up front. And they can just be in there. Because I won't need to get those a lot, but if I want them, they're there. Okay, so that leaves the grab and go. We'll change that over. So I've got my Stephanie Dawn chapstick holder. Yeah, my lips are pretty chapped. All right, 'cause it's been windy and sunny. Not complaining. We might get snow in the morning though. Arizona, desert winter. My big old car truck key. And then the zip ID contents. I've got to take out a bunch of receipts anyways. I did put some business cards in there of mine. Yeah, a couple of different versions. Okay. And there's my cards. Okay, so that's empty. All right, so moving in. Let's see. Do I want to go with the pretty one? Or the Jenn zip, I think, maybe. Because it matches better. Not that it doesn't match. Or I have the Deluxe. I think, so I really don't need the Deluxe. And no. I'm just going to go with the Jenn zip, actually. And so for the zip ID part, first of all, I don't need, this is RFID, which I actually didn't realize because most of the zip IDs are not, but this one is, so that's cool. So the zip ID, I'll put my money and then I'll put my cards just like I had in the other one. And then in this side, what I'm going to do is just put all of these other quote business cards in here together, and I'll just stack them like that and put them all together in this side, and they fit perfectly. So that catches everything because the receipts can come out. I don't need that training ID, not in there. So this could be a coin purse. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the coin purse in the wallet because I don't need that. So now, gonna stick this connection loop to loop, and that keeps my clip free. So if I want to clip my phone on there as well, because my phone has an insert in there where you can see that little trapezoid shape kind of. Let me see if I can get it better. There you go. You can see that black trapezoid, so it fits between the case and the phone, and out the charging hole you have this little loop. You can still charge it with it in there. But that loop allows me to go hands-free and just clip it on when and if I want temporarily. But it's great for travel. I've just been keeping it like that for now. And actually, I don't need this because this can go in the butterfly. Where'd it go? Oh, it went inside. Well, that's silly. So it can go in the butterfly. Now, I do probably want to still put one on my thing because I always need it at, like, when I'm out running around. So I will leave that on there and grab another one for that. So I'll have two. Two is good. I have lots of them. So I'll put that on, and then of course the key clips on as well. So I still have my intact grab and go, and that I just will put inside the bag. So based on that, I really have trimmed it down kind of nicely. So inside I have an empty pocket. So since I mostly leave my bag unzipped when I'm just bopping around, maybe I'll just put the phone in that slip pocket that's not being used and do that. So actually, perfect size for what I'm using right now. So what's in my bag? To summarize, we've got the hand sanitizer, sunglasses, phone here, or phone inside in the slip, which right now it's in the slip. The other slip has gum mints and breath strips. I've got a wallet, a Jenn zip ID with the grab and go stuff, and Travel Takes Mini Dome Cosmetic. And then in the back pocket, I have my loyalty tag bag charm with my keys in the zipper, and my pen and AirPods in the front. So perfect. That's all I have for this one. Hope you're doing great, having a wonderful week. Happy hump day. Bye for now.